Good morning students. Today we will learn about the types of cell references we can use in formula and function. The cell address in the formula is known as the cell reference. Now there are three kinds of references: relative reference, absolute reference and the mixed reference. And with the use of these references we can use the data in different parts of the worksheet. Now let's start with the relative reference. When we create a formula, references to a cell or ranges are usually based on the position relative to the cell. When you copy or move the formula to other cell, the reference cell automatically gets changed. Example, the formula in A3 is A1 plus A2, and when you copy the formula from A3 to B3, the formula becomes equals to B1 plus B2. Now we will see few more examples of these relative references. Let's start. I will show you few features of MS Excel. In the previous class I have shown you how to wrap the text. Today I will show you how to merge the cells. Now you can go to home tab, then you can go to alignment group. There you can get the merge and center option. What happens when you want to merge two or three cells into single cell and put it as heading, so you can do that with the help of this option, merge and center. Now I will create a mark sheet of 3 to 4 students. I will write their name and the subjects, that is math, English and science, and I will write their respective marks. Then I will calculate the total marks they have got in all these three subjects. And for calculation of these marks, I will use the relative reference and I will also use the function sum. Let's first write the name and the subjects and their respective marks in each and every subject. I have already written the marks of each and every subject and the name of the student. Now I will calculate the total marks. For this we have to write equal, then sum, then select the cells C5 to E5. Now enter. You can see the total marks is 255. Now I want to copy this formula in each and every other cell. So I will drag this down. You can see now each and every cell is having the same formula but with the different cell references. That is, here from C6 to E6, here C7 to E7, and you can see in the first formula it is C5 to E5 the cell reference. So you can see it is changed. This is called the relative referencing. Now I will again show you how to drag down, and you can see the cell references are also changed. So select the cell, then drag down the cell so that the formula is copied in every other cell. Now if you want to check the formula, press F2 in each and every cell and check the formula again. Now moving on to the next topic, absolute reference. Absolute reference is used when we do not want to change the address of the cell on copying the formula to another cell. To make absolute reference of a formula, add $sign before the column and row number. Now let's see one example. You can see this is the table to calculate the simple interest, and the simple interest for all the person will be different because the principal is different and the time is also different. Now you can see to calculate we have written equal to, then we have selected the principal, then we have selected the rate of interest, and the rate of interest is same for each and every person. So in J3, before J I have given a $sign, and before 3 also I have given a $sign, that is the row and column number. Then I have selected the time, and then I have divided it by 100, that is principal into rate of interest into time divided by 100. Now the same formula I will copy to each and every cell, so I have dragged down. You can see that when I press F2, you can see the formula. Now you can see here the principal the selected cell is C7, but the rate of interest is same and the time is D7. Here also see the cell references are changing, but the rate of the cell reference for rate of interest is not changing. It is exactly same for each and every formula, but the principal and time is changing. This is called absolute reference, where we can fix a single cell as reference. We have to write $sign before the row number and the column number. Mixed reference. It is a combination of relative reference and the absolute reference. In this type of reference, either row or column have to remain fixed. That means we can put a $sign before row number or column number. One has to be fixed, not both the row and column. If both row and column are fixed, it is absolute reference. Now we are going to make a multiplication table from 1 to 10. So I am writing in column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and as well as I have written in the row also. Now this cell will refer 1 multiplied by 1. So I have to write the formula now. We have to start with equal sign. We will multiply the cell 1 into 1, that is the cell reference of 1 is D3 and the cell reference of column 1 is C4. So now we will place a $sign before the 3, because while moving from left to right, the value of D will be changed. Here it will be D, the next cell it will be E $3, the next cell it will be F $3. So 3 will remain constant, but D then E, like this it will change from left to right, and when multiplied by C4. So in case of C4, I have to write the $sign before the C, because while moving from upside to downside, what will happen? The C will change, and C will remain constant, but the 4, then 5, then 6, the number will change. Why? Because this is mixed referencing. Here column and row has to be fixed. Now I can drag it to paste the formula in the different row and column, so that I can get the multiplication table. See, when I am dragging down, you can see the formula is also being dragged down, and you can see the result. I can do it for the every cell. See, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and you can see the formula also, it is changing each and every time, but here it is I am using the relative referencing, so either column is changing or the row is changing. One is fixed for each and every cell. Now we will drag down the formula to each and every other column. Now we can check the formula for each and every cell by pressing F2. See the formula, F $3 multiplied by $C5. When I move down, see F $3 is fixed, but the $C7 is changing in each and every cell. It is C7, then C8, then C9, but F $3 is fixed. Now when I move from the left hand side to right hand side, you can see D $3, it will be changed to E $3. But the $C8 is fixed for each and every cell. That means either row is fixed or the column is fixed for each and every cell. This is called mixed referencing. When you will practice at home, you will understand better. So please try this at home and check the formula. Now, what is the difference between absolute reference and the mixed reference? In the absolute reference, you can see both the column and row are fixed, because the cell is fixed, that is J3 for each and every result. You can see when I calculate the simple interest for each and every person, the J3 cell is fixed. So the absolute reference has $2. There is one for the row and the other for the column. Now mixed reference, a mixed reference is a reference that is fixed only on one part of the reference, either the row or the column. So please try these examples at home if possible, or see the video 2 or 3 times so that you can understand well. See you in the next class, and if you have any doubt, please talk to me on phone or WhatsApp. Thank you, students.